My week's kind of circling around tomorrow because Notre Dame.
Oh, true. Yes. I'm actually semi-excited for that.
Yes.
Apparently, it's the battle of the two run games. So, is what one of the articles I read today.
Yep, pretty much.
But at least it'll be at a normal time instead of last week where it started at 3.
Yep. Because that stunk.
Oh yeah, I started watching the game at work, got off at 4, and then listened to it all the way home, and then finally got onto a TV to watch the rest of the game. My brother Nick, he actually didn't even get to see any of the game. He just I think he listened to it for a little bit, but yeah, by the time he got home, it was over. So
it wasn't what anybody expected. Everyone was telling me how Georgia was going to curb stop them. I'm like, we'll see.
Well, when you don't have your star quarterback and you have a new guy, and it's kind of questionable on if they're going to curb stop.
Yeah, but they were like, oh, Notre Dame doesn't have a chance. I'm like, no, they're 5 for a reason.
Right. Well, I think they ended the regular season standings, not the college football standings, but the regular season rankings at 3 or something like that. Mm-hmm. So there's always a reason for that. So their only true falter was against Northern Illinois, but that was more of, I think a lot of people agree that they were just looking past them. So they're like, oh, we'll be good here and stuff like that. So, all right. So that's about a minute and a half in. Kind of warmed up.
Excellent.
All right. So everybody, welcome to our show. It's Rainbow Live Presents Wednesday Night Lights with your hosts
Patrick
and Casey. Today we're not going to have a very long show today. Not so much in the sports cards and non-sports cards, and just a few Funko Pops we want to show off. So
we have some cool stuff that kind of came back in.
Yes, especially this stuff on the top here.
Yeah, I'm pretty. I was shocked. I thought it was a re-release.
Right. That's what I thought too when I saw it at the front counter. I guess we'll start off with our question of the week. I guess this week, since it is the semifinals for the college football playoffs, and not a lot of people are huge into sports, but since we kind of are, who would you think would be the perfect duo for the national title game out of the 4 teams this week? What would make the better game for the championship? So our choices are Notre Dame and Penn State, or Texas and Ohio State. Those are our 4 choices.
Just because they're so close regionally, Notre Dame and Ohio just kind of has a nice.
Sure.
There's a bit of regional rivalry kind of situation there.
Right.
Not as well with Michigan, things like that. But
right. Well, and if you think about last year's Notre Dame Ohio State game, how it came down right to that last play.
Exactly. It would be a good game. I would definitely say that. That being said, I think a lot of people really want to see the Longhorns back in there. It's been a while.
Right. I guess in my opinion, I think I wouldn't mind seeing a Notre Dame versus Texas.
Yeah.
1 versus because we already lost 2 or technically Texas is 2 since they lost, but 1 versus 3 kind of situation.
But it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I'm excited for the game tomorrow. So I'm gonna go home, hit the gym right away, then then completely obliterate the reason for going to the gym and order some wings.
There you go. Well, yeah, I got to prepare beforehand. You can't go to the gym after you have the wings.
Exactly. I wonder if they'll let me on the treadmill as I'm eating the wings. And is that allowed?
Some gyms maybe.
That needs to be a thing, like burn as you earn kind of a thing.
Well, then you got people who probably say, "Well, can we have a chicken wing holder so that I don't like this?"
Ooh.
But yeah, so that'll be exciting. Are you excited about the NFL playoffs, even though your team's not in there?
All I'm going to say on that is if the Vikings get another shot at the Bears, or not the Bears, but the Lions, it's you can't. It's very rare that you face the same team 3 times in the season and beat them 3 times.
Yeah.
So it's for the Vikings fans that are out there, I'm hopeful for them, but we'll see how everything plays out.
Sure. And with that, we'll get to our actual part of the shows. Do we want to start off with the restock, or do we want to get the new stuff?
Let's look at the new stuff.
All right. So new for this week for baseball. Let's get the camera switched so that all of you can see the nice product. We have Archives Baseball. This is the hobby box. This is I don't know what kind of box this is, since this is the hobby, because this lunchbox, if you can hear it, which I'm sure you probably can't.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a special lunchbox. I guess I could have just showed you right here on the side. Cool little lunchbox if you get this one. And it does come with one autograph, or look for one autograph, and then 4 exclusive purple, whereas the hobby box comes with 2 autographs and 8 exclusive pinks.
Now, with that, these are older. These are from. All right, is it retro cards or these current players with retro-looking cards?
These are current players with retro-looking cards.
Because I'm thinking this would be something that you got dad on the. You never know what to get him for Father's Day, and he's a baseball guy.
Yeah.
This is what you get him. You grab it now.
Yep.
And you drop it on him right in the middle of summer. He's gonna love it because it's gonna be a whole blast of nostalgia in one go, and it's gonna be some of the players he's watching now.
Oh yeah, definitely. So what do we got next, Patrick?
Next we have, this is new products.
Yep, this is new product.
We have Star Wars High Tech, which is a newer. It guarantees 2 numbered parallels guaranteed per package. All new high-tech autographs may contain redemption cards with expiration dates inside those packs. So it's a really cool looking set. It looks like it's got a nice box coming with it. I don't know how many cards you're getting in there, but the presentation is just really nice.
Oh yes, got all that space to make it look like it's traveling through hyperspace and all that.
Oh yeah.
One of the cool things about high tech, and it's the same thing with baseball, also has their own high tech, since it's all tops. Is they are actually acetate cards. So look through, or you can see through them.
Nice.
So it's a really cool thing about some of these high tech, because it makes it a little bit more on the upper echelon of the cards, but still cool. So, but yeah, no guarantee. And when it comes to these high tech ones, yeah, they never guarantee an autograph, but they do say that they do come every so often, as you mentioned on there with the reading. So, what do we got for retro?
Retro, this is amazing to me. They have the 1994 Flair Marvel Universe signature cards. So these are in the initial packs that they came out with back then. So someone brought in a box and we cracked it open. So we have those old 1994 retro Flair cards. Some people collect try and get the whole set, but these are still in package, still got the nice shrink wrap on them, and the packaging of itself, it's got that nice reflective for Magneto and Wolverine. And it's just pretty stuff. And I have, in my years of collecting, I've not come across anything like this, any of the swap meets, anything like that. So it's really cool to see that in store.
Oh yeah.
So it's just, if you remember pedaling down to the local corner store, getting yourself a couple packs, hoping to get to Wolverine or something cool, this is gonna bring back a whole lot of nostalgia. Maybe you crack it open. I'd leave it in the packaging just to have it. We've got plenty of both boxes currently.
Yep.
And it's just really neat to see them in store.
Well, it's also really, really cool just to see that it's a little mini box instead of those flimsy packs.
Yep. This was something they took care of, and just looks really nice.
So, and that ends our cards show the segment. Now we get to go to Funko. So you want to go first?
I will go first because I saw some really cool ones and fun ones. I remember coming back after school on I can't remember which channel, but they would have the old 1960s, 70s Batman series going on, and I saw this one come in. We have a nice set of a long box full of the retro or the Funkos for the DC stuff that we're getting back out there. Never really seen the Batman one before, so it was nice to kind of toss that one out, bring it to that for the old series, and again reminding me of my childhood. And got a couple chases in here. This is a chase of Alfred E. Newman from Mad Magazine. What me worry. And I just it was just really fun to see that, and to have the chase walk into the store as a new one. It's limited edition. And for our anime fans, we have the chase of Ichigo from Bleach, nice metallic kind of look for the hair, really kind of cool looking. And again, just see that Chase kind of walk in was really kind of nice.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then one that whenever I see them come into the store, the next I turn around and they're gone. We never seem to keep any Adventure Time stuff in stock. We currently have Finn the Human as one of our Funkos in stock, getting put back on the shelf. So if you're into Adventure Time, grab it while you can, because otherwise he's going to be gone before you know.
And if those of you that are watching this stream and are really interested in that, just contact the store and we'll definitely save that for you if that's what you're collecting. First, I'll be like Patrick here and go to my childhood. Even though technically this show is a lot older than me, for my childhood, I still loved watching on the late night Disney Channel, watching those old black and white Zorro shows. It was just that was an awesome show to watch. I don't know if it was just sometimes I explain it as he was the Mexican Batman and all that, and that's just what made him so cool. It was just always fun to watch Diego. What was the last name? It was Diego, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. I can't remember his last name, but yeah. It was quite interesting watching the movie Zorro with Antonio Banderas as not Diego, because that was actually now I'm blanking on Anthony Hopkins. That's who Diego was, and Antonio Banderas was the new up and coming Zorro to take over the mantle. Not to ruin that movie for anybody, but it was a good movie. Even the sequel was actually kind of good. So
they need to run it back, have Antonio Banderas be the old Zorro, bring in the new one.
Right. It'd be great if they brought him back as a character for the movies, because that the last movie came out like over a decade ago, right?
Yeah, they're due.
Yeah,
they're also due for a new Lone Ranger.
Yep.
Preferably not one with an actual Native American Tonto, than instead of having it be Captain Jack Sparrow.
Right. All right, then I brought this one out just because I know there are collectors out there that prefer this, I want to say, mosaic version.
Blacklight.
Yep. Yeah, blacklight version. Actually, I'm friends with a guy who used to collect all the blacklight versions of different specific characters. So we do have Captain America, as you see here. We do have a few others in the box as well that are Marvel characters. So those of you that are collecting ones, we have those in. I actually brought this over just because I know everybody that loves to collect Deadpool would love to get King Deadpool. Gotta show it in its massiveness
and glory.
Yeah. So we got King Deadpool here. For those of you that are in your collection, this is the PX Previews exclusive. He's on his throne, can you name that character that he's?
I think it's more like a Cthulhu-esque kind of. Yeah, it's almost like he's trying to be Ursula from Little Mermaid.
Right. Yeah. An interesting way to put it. And then for my final Funko, I understand this is from Game of Thrones, but this is for any dragon collector. We have Drogo and Viserion and Rhaegal from Game of Thrones. Those of you that love to collect dragons from any of the different stories out there, we have these guys in for you. So that is it. Anything you want to say, Patrick, to the audience about anything that's going on?
Have a good new year. We're going to have some cool stuff coming up here at the shop.
Yeah.
So definitely keep tuned in. We got some fun stuff coming in the near future that we can't talk about exactly yet, but it's going to be awesome.
All right. And then always check our Facebook page for new things to come in, because if you just rely on our show, we don't show everything. And there's a lot of cool things that we didn't show that was from the table. So, yeah, that's about all I have to say. So you guys, we're open till 8, or we open again till tomorrow at 10. So you guys have a good, safe night. Drive safe, drive to arrive, and
we'll see ya.
Woohoo!